Crisco, how you doing today? Everyone leaves. As if it has, is that what's just happened? Has everyone just left? I need that. 469 west. Oh yeah, it's on the other side, isn't it? Okay. Doot, doot, doot. There is something about these ruins over here. There's something about these ruins, and I think we're going to find it out now, maybe. Can't try. Yeah, it's really annoying, Darth. It's really annoying. Oh dear. You're ready then. In that case, let's head to Palaka's stand. No doubt Vitra is waiting us. What? I just got all the way here. What do you mean, let's go? I just got here. See, 81 southwest would take us over here. 81 southwest. It's got to be underground, right? 37 west. Unless it's on top of this cliff. It could also be on top of the cliff. Hey, here's an idea. Maybe it's on top of the cliff. Northwest, but it's like it's in the ravine. It's like it's here. In like this gap. 31 west. Yeah, it's like either it's there, like right on the tip, or it's there. It's like somewhere around here. It's very irritating. Oh, your bard was only... Yeah, I see. Oh, it doesn't matter, though. I don't mind, as long as I got the experience. It's pushed my Dark Knight up to, like, nearly leveled. Nearly to level 90. I'll soon have 3 or 4 tanks at level 90, which is excellent stuff. I was just at this Aetheryte. Just right on the tip. Hey, pirate. I was just thinking, what the oh, it's Vitra. I was just thinking, maybe we should do like a crafting challenge stream one day. Maybe we should do a thing where we do like, we find like 5 complicated to make items. 5 complicated to make items. You're not allowed to use the items that you have in your retainers or inventory. You've got to basically find everything from scratch, and you got to make 5 complicated items completely from scratch. So you got to hunt down any skins you need. You've got to mine any ores you need. You've got to gather any things you need. And first one to do it without using marker board, without using existing inventory, first one to do it is the winner. We could do something like that one day. A crafting race, if you will. You have 11 jobs at 90. Oh, nice. A gathering challenge, but you're up for it? Yeah, but it's both, isn't it? It's just a mix of all. The only max level crafter I have is the cook. Oh, it doesn't have to be a max. It doesn't have to be a level 90 thing that we make. Like we could make, for example, it could be something as simple as one of the augmented robes, for example. So like if we go into armorer, oh, but that needs demi materia, and that would be a pain to get. Yeah, that needs demi materia. So no, we wouldn't do that. But we could do like something that's like a level... I don't know. We'd have to look. We'd have to research it. There isn't a new version of the firmament in DT, but that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be max level items. It would be a mix of things. I'll think about it. We can put it. We can talk about it later. We can talk about it later. But I think there might be something in that. It's a big server-wide crafting challenge for us. Okay. Rest easy, for all is well here. It's not well, is it? The sky's still on fire. Young Matsia returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl hath already begun to regain her strength. Less joyously received was word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnir must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, every death another void that can never be filled. No, I never have. Look at her. We who survive them must carry the weight of their memory as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Kerasaf and Maven's babe is a child of Thavnir as well. I thank you for returning her to us safe. Wait, he's got 2 eyes. Oh, most great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. He's got 2 eyes at the moment. He's got his left eye in. They say that were it not for you, brave Matsia, and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard the rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact of friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. There, his eye is in. This is the one that was out earlier. Truth in part, but not in whole. You can't just point out someone has 2 eyes like that. Do all your crafting mission dailies. Oh, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea, actually. Do it just in your dailies, but you've got to hunt the items yourself. You can't use market board. That's actually, I like that idea. First person to do all of them, so like is the winner. And then you're right, because it's not level dependent. Then as long as you've unlocked the crafting job, it's fairly simple, right? That's a really good idea, Corey. I like that. No, I mean, I like our left, his right is what I meant, Reyes. I am Vitra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as satrap, with our one as my loyal servant. Are my ears to be believed? You were the true satrap all along? I've done a few custom deliveries, yeah, Panic. I've finished 2 of them. Nidana, what are you doing here? I want to see the other side of his head and see if the eye is still in there. I heard from the Radiant that you'd gone to help the people of Palaka's stand in their time of need, and so I and several of my colleagues from the Great Work came to offer our services. The alchemists have already brewed up some potions for Maven's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are the far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that young Varshahan was... He's got an eye on this side, look! He's got 2 eyes in. Was created to serve as your emissary. Thou didst suspect the boy was but a simulacrum. A rumor has circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family, in secret, to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshahan with that knowledge, I simply put 2 and 2 together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of R1's associates was manipulating it from afar, though the truth is indeed far more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vitra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you. from the bottom of my heart. Elephants have big hearts. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors not only of Radz-at-Han, but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vitra, but the star yet wants for salvation. Once more will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in this, their darkest hour. My boofs. He was a similar crumb. 'Twould seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Radz-at-Han fares. What will you do, scions? I worry for the survivors we met at Perusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? Stoic nods. Stoic nods. In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. This way, this way, this way. Come, 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 come. Well, when you put it like that. Can I attune to the Aetheryte yet? I really want to. I really want to attune to the Aetheryte and Radz-at-Han. Oh, our free company stuff has expired. Actions. Here, battle. Yeah. Jackpot. Yeah. Oh. No, never mind. It's fine. Needs to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping I might ask you a few questions. The red sky, these terrible beasts. What in the name of the sisters is happening in Thavnir? She got excited at that point. You can only attune to it after you beat the game, pretty much. Yeah, that was my fear, like Yulmore. Oh my. That's rather a lot to take in. Welcome in, by the way, Nitrion. It would seem the situation is even more grave than we suspected. Thank you, my friend. My colleagues and I will use your knowledge to see if it can further our own research. And with that, here we are. A pot of piping hot chai brewed from my own secret recipe of spices and tea leaves, together with hearty helpings of rich milk and purest sugar. I've made enough for everyone in the village. Might I trouble you to deliver a few cups? The drink has medicinal properties, then? Not in the least. The ingredients are quite ordinary. It's so very tasty, though, and has a way of lifting the spirits. Thank you for boofs. The spicy aroma and distinctive sweetness of chai is a simple, everyday pleasure on our island. Sometimes the best medicine is the simplest. A lovely sentiment, Nadana. By all means, allow us to assist. Oh God, I'm just like. Shush. I think the Warrior of Light has a real, actual condition where he literally cannot say no to things. He literally cannot say no. While you lot distribute hot beverages, I'll do a sweep for errant beasts to slay. A far less arduous task, no doubt. When you've finished, look for me at the Wakeful Tirana. The other two teams just gun first for some reason. In the PvP session, is something. Were you winning at the start? Did you make like an early lead? Oh, Chocobo Keep. I paid that sub, damn it! At least now I can fly. Well, a little bit. Look at them all lazing about, knowing full well the beast might strike again at any moment. Do they not realize their lives are in danger? Well, I, for one, intend to survive. I'm too young to die. Yes, I'll leave this island behind if I must. But where would I go? Is anywhere safe these days? Settle down, have some chai. A cup of chai. Can't you see I have more important things to worry about? No, you're right. It is precisely in times like these that we must strive to remain calm and steady. I do believe I'll visit the Elder and see what needs to be done. If there's any way I can aid my village and my friends, I will do it. I've used the Chocobo Keep loads of times. I always use it for getting around. Like if I want to fly, in the areas before I unlock flight, I generally use the Chocobo Keeps to take shortcuts across places, because you can also land. Like say I was flying from here to here, you can force it to land partway through. So let's say I wanted to go like to this corner on the map where my mouse is, and it was flying across here. I can tell it to land here and then walk up. We did it. Right, let's get delivering some tea. 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 I actually just gave them a tea. Well, it was coffee, actually. We got coffee. Nice cloaca. Hey, Gags. Prize, please. You get a prize of pride and prejudice. Why are you being so British? It's the quest. I've got to give tea out. Why, I know you. You were the one who saved us from those beasts back at the temple. We're not for you. Well, let's not even think about that. At times like this, we mustn't dwell on what might have been, but look to the future. But what future awaits us? How can Razat Han hope to recover from this? Most of my friends are gone, and I don't know where to turn. Have a tea, and think about it. A cup of chai? Well, if you insist. Ah, that aroma has a way of clearing the mind. Come to think of it, we faced our fair share of trials in the past as well, and no matter how hard the times, we've always come together as a people united. One day at a time, one step at a time. That's all any of us can do. Yes, back to work. Once I finish this cup. Thank you. Given what this region is based on, the British guy rocking up and saying I'm here to liberate you and dispensing tea feels very deja vu. What is going on? Tamarind chai, it's English tea. Hey Cobra, how's it going, by the way? Good to see you. If Rinvello gets timed out, then I think it's only fair that Rimblobby resets. Nope, it's not fair. That is not fair at all. I actually think if Rinvello gets timed out, Rimblobby should be deleted. Not even just deactivated, but actually deleted. I had a 5-player tournament the other day, and I was like, "This is crazy! I've never seen it so busy in a triple triad tournament." Where's this other tea? Someone wants tea, but they're not caught. It's going to be cold if I don't find them soon. Times himself out. Bring out timed out because Cobra's trolling him. Does anyone know where's the? Ah, there you are. I see you. I see you. Just standing up there watching me run around with a cup of tea for you. How are you sprinting with cups of tea? Steady hands. I'm sorry, I just want to be left alone. My best friend and I, we fled the village together. One of the beasts took him and it was all I could do to run. All the while, I could hear this monstrous voice screaming my name. Egg and spoon champion. Is this for me? Oh, we used to drink chai together often, shared stories over steaming cups after a hard day's work. Thank you, friend. The pain may never pass, but I must press on all the same, for his memory, and for we who must remember. Bloody hell, what's in this tea? No way that's just chai. Not a chance. Ether current quest? Yes, I will get you later. I have the feeling that you're an ether current quest as well, wherever you are. I think you're up there. Where's the other ether current quest? Ah, there it is. I'll just double check, make sure it is. Yes, it is. Right, so I'll go back and get those two later, because I don't want to use up stream time doing that. And I still need to find the 3 missing ether currents on the world map anyway before I can fly. Thank you for delivering the chai, James. Did it help lift the villagers' spirits? That's heartening to hear indeed. Final days shows no signs of abating. That's all the more reason that we must try to keep our composure. Our lives have been forever changed. The people we've lost will never return to us. These tragedies will long weigh on our hearts. But we have the capacity to live with our suffering, to carry the agony till we too join the fallen in death. It is not a surrender, but a recognition, for it's only in acceptance that we find the strength to move forward. As you finished your deliveries, might I talk with you for a moment? I was curious to know what's become of Mevin and Karasaf's remains. We left them out in the outback. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they'll be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palakistan will perform the rites as soon as we're able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she's able to eat solid food, the fish I catch will help nourish her. He's going to parent her now? I'd rather balance an egg on a potato, Rinvello. That actually would be quite easy if you were able to, like, manipulate the potato in a certain way to create, like, an indent for the egg to sit within. I don't think that would be too difficult. Spud guns? Yeah, I remember those. Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup. I can almost believe there's a magic at work. How their tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palakistan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They're still at risk, as every village in Thavnia like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Radzatham? Chuckles? I used to love all the guns that were clearly too lethal for children that we were allowed.
Hello there.
Hello there, Chuckles. Kennebec, Yukon Gold, or Kerr's Pink Potato. I'm a fan of King Eddie's potatoes. King Eddie's. By all means, do not let us keep you further.
James!
But there are still many who have need of your wisdom and strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity. Alright, that should work now. How did you know? Could someone do a command for me? Just do like a sub hello or a sub punch or just some sort of command? Then let us find Destinian and be on our way. Where did he wander? Shush!
James?
Shush! That didn't work right, did it? The colors didn't change. Shush! That's something I need to fix. I did remember the James was coming this time, though. Shush! I get it. It works now, okay? It works. It works. Then let us find Asthenian and be on our way. Where did he wander off to again? The Wakeful Tirana, near the bridge to Raza-An, as I recall. Very well, then. Shush! Oh, for crying out loud. All right, then.
What year is it?
What year is it? Well, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln signs the Homestead Act into law, opening 84 million acres of public land to settlers. It was later than 703.
Merritt says if chucked out of an aeroplane for 600 meters, which potato would have the most terminal velocity? A Kennebec, Yukon Gold, Kerr's Pink, Rattay or King Edward's potato? Give great detail into why each potato would have its advantages and disadvantages.
The classic aerodynamic potato debate, a staple in any Twitch chat. Let's break it down for you. The King Edward's potato, with its rounded shape, would have the highest terminal velocity due to its streamlined form. The Kennebec, known for its smoother skin, would come in a close second.
Come!
The Yukon Gold might struggle a bit due to its uneven texture, while the Kerr's Pink may veer off course due to its irregular shape. As for the ratte potato, well, let's just say it would probably end up in a mash.
How? If Vicky did balloons. Bitches love Terminal Velocity. Oh, do you know what? In the 90s, late 90s, there was an excellent game on PC called Terminal Velocity. I love that game. It was so good. It was like it was a bit like Descent. If you've ever played Descent, it was a little bit like that. You're in the cockpit of like a ship and you have to fly around and you have to like blow up towers and blow up other enemy fighters and things. But it was a really good game. I used to love that game. Yeah, fuck that rat potato. Alphino told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you'll be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. It would seem you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavnir. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Oh yeah, sorry, the year. 703 later, 1869 earlier, 1882 earlier. 1869 was the closest. Did we ever care? Throwing potatoes at planes, see which one gathers the most terminal velocity. A cliff or a high building would also be acceptable. Later than 1850, later than 1844. Later than 1860, which is now the closest guess. Earlier than 1863. Yes, 1862. 1862. Pirate King Bloodbeard got there first, followed very swiftly by Rinvello, who then changed his answer anyway, so, you know. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred, not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city of on Alzadal's path. I always struggle with these words. I don't know why. I see the words and then they just look like I'm just like I don't know how to say that. I just don't know how to say it. Technically, I should be able to fly now if I'd got all the ether currents earlier, but I'll do that tomorrow at some point. Oh, actually, while most of you are here and whilst I think on, there will be no stream tomorrow. Just to let you guys know, I've got to do a work thing and then I'm meeting a colleague after work as well. So there will be no stream tomorrow. I'm sorry, Rinvello. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm letting you know now while I remember. Time to quit. I'm not going into it. It's good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. Have the meeting in 14. Did you know your time to Dawn Trail is limited? I know. Just mess with everyone's streaks. Maybe. We'll see. I'm pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. Annual Blobby Convention, of course. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, but they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? So Vitra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To Megadata then. But before that, it would appear that word of the assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Oh, do I have to? Do I have to enlighten them? Could I just not? I hope you're proud of yourself. Welcome in, Haley. Good to see you again. Are the beasts all gone? I've been hiding and I'm too scared to go out and look. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts was going to eat me. I wonder where Varshawn is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. It's too hot for this. Imagine wearing a blobby costume in the heat. That would be terrible. It must smell in there horribly. How are you getting on with 14 at the moment, Haley? Where are you up to? Leave me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Imagine Blobby in heat. Isn't that Blobby all the time? Oh, gods, what are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. The square, you say? Well, that's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost. Such terrible carnage. And you say there's someone else who could lead Radzahan in his stead, whoever they are. If they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make him regret it. Like, which one do you, Risusu, which one do you really think Laketa meant? You're on a Heavensward patch. The first one. That'll be 3.1 then that you're up to. Okay. How did you find Heavensward? Did you, was it everything you thought it would be? And more? Cutscene time. This will be voice acted, I'm sure. So we'll just auto advance. Brutal boss. Oh, a DR group has just started. Look, oh, tempting.
Someone's coming.
It's no, don't distract me, Laketa. You know, you're the worst influence. No, Jim. What do you mean? I said no.
It warms my heart to see so many brave.
I've done it already, Risusu. I've done it. I've done it twice.
Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Oh, fucking hell.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Why does he look so happy?
Many thanks.
He's making his grand entrance.
A dragon. Wow.
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Abode.
Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
He's like, dude, shut up, I'm listening. Don't get gun shy, Haley. Run forward, spinny slash, cooldowns, run forward, spinny slash. Easy. There you go, Laketa's said it as well.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahewan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, has she glittered with every color imaginable.
There's not many people showing up to
To
this
this dragon,
talk.
slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart.
They're social distancing because the rest are dead.
Stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Radzathan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azale's face.
Indeed.
Charlian? Levelia? Where's your wife? Where's Mrs. Levelia?
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father.
Father!
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Charlian, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzathan, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
Behold, for the lizard boy be the satrap.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape this star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the seventh umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. what of the silver moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction.
Listen to this, not us saying the moon's a ship.
I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save.
Someone take him away.
You, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Are dragons allowed to go, actually? That's never been clarified. Like, we know it's for people, but what about dragons?
Has thy forum been allies to Thavnir? I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future?
Oh yeah, you can, that's true.
For us beyond this star, our father deemed the last bastion of hope.
You're right, Nitrian, of course. Yeah.
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears.
Yeah, rude not to offer it. Oh, yeah.
Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Fly in space alone, or come with the moon filled with the population of the planet?
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase.
You get cloudy.
Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
That's the voice I made for him. That's the voice I did for him as well. Oh, amazing. I love it. I love it. Oh, that really caught me out then. I was like, how did they know?
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palika's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a
Exactly.
theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do?
Is it that other ether that you were talking about? That fourth
Logically,
type?
They must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Oh. Oh no, not anymore.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha.
I think you should.
Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
You sound very sure of yourself. What if you turn into a cloud? What do I do then? What do I do then? As far as we have come, and after all, as far as we have come, and after all the horrors we have seen, there is still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be, as Nadana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? Greetings, honored scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Brave scions, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here at Megadata prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of mine appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vitra. The feast he speaks of awaits you at Merid's Mayhain. Pray make your way there whenever your business here is done. We thank you for your kindness. Indeed, I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems an ideal venue. Ah, and to you, James Lee. There is something we had hoped to introduce to you in... there is someone we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. While I am loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not, we'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. I want to go to the dinner. Thank you, friend. Whenever you're ready, please join me in the Aetheryte Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Oh, you're going to let me use the Aetheryte? Switch it on. I want to use the Aetheryte. Distraction time? Why so? Do 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 do. I wanted to have the dinner. I'm being forbidden from dinner. This isn't right. This is the wrong way. I took a wrong turn. Oh no, bad bot. Bad bot. There we go. Was not good, frog. No. Was not good, frog. Why can't I ride my motorbike in here? Ran to the outer edge instead of the middle and died mid-fight. Did he fall off the edge? Access to the aetherite you see there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency, a risk we could not take. In light of recent developments, however, the satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the aetherite before proceeding along the corridor. Let's go! Let's go. Oh. Hello! Missed the bot while trying to find... No, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. Oh, what were you doing? I missed that email. Long time no see. Good day to you. Those are some... What was I going to say? Those are some very fine looking threads. We appreciate the threads. Distraction? I've got to talk to the taxman, Nikita. You can't ignore the taxman. Got to keep him on side, you know? In particular, that is quite a fine hat. I am a appreciator of hats. How's the end of the world going, or did you already avert the crisis? The crisis is ongoing, but I'm sure it will work out in the end. Not Reds twice, ran out of MP after the first one. The other players were nice though. Nice. Too bad. Oh dear me. Good old Ruka. I actually saw Ruka in on her homeworld. I had to go to, I think it was the Odin server. I had to go to the Odin world for a fate, and I saw Ruka sat in Gridania, AFK. Where are you wandering today? It's a very nice community, mostly. Yeah. Yeah. You see, Haley, you sometimes come across people like Ruka who only fleece you for 50 grand and then someday return with 100 grand. And you're like, what's... it's just very strange. I don't know where that is. Are there tax avoiders up there? Let's see. For energy on the walk. That was my last coffee biscuit as well. Well, I best crack on. This world ain't saving itself. Good luck with the taxes. All right, now I get to finally synchronize. It's so random how we met Ruka. It's so random, but it's like one of the most hilarious things that's happened in this game. Down this corridor. Where's my footsteps? My footsteps have stopped. I've got no footsteps anymore. I have footsteps between the doorway. And then... Oh, they've come back. Never mind. Silent perk, real trigger hours, yeah. He's like, it's late. We have to creep now. We have to be creepy and not wake people up. Ah, you must be wondering what this place is. We stand in the Hall of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees all of Rad's Han's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. No floor sound mesh, maybe. The High Crucible. I've not been there yet. That's the only one I've not synchronized to. Should I do that quickly before I go? Kind of feel I should. Yeah, let's do it. Don't say it's a distraction. It just needs to be done, okay? It just needs to be done. Alright, I hear there's an aetheryte in here. There it is. Oh, right, I can go outside now. Okay. But I want to go there. All right, I'm back. Don't worry. This tune always just comes out of nowhere. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to... Oh, so you're the famous James Lee, eh? I knew at the moment you stepped through the door. You've the look of one who's walked through hell. Hey, is that Lucia? Sure about, please. You're speaker to the satraps, honoured guest, and a saviour to our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What respect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here. It will be soon enough. It's the other one, James Lee 5. More formally then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Oh, great champion of Eorzea, scion of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, an all-round good egg, I'm sure. This talk of eggs reminds me I'm late for dinner. Ah, a man after my own heart. I like that. Don't you worry, I'll keep it short. There's just a thing or two we'd like you to remember. First of all, about the room you're standing in now. Rad's at Hand welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? Yeah, he's from Ishgard. We've got representatives from Doma, Uldar and Alamigo, Limsa Laminza, Gridania, and last but never let it be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Razat-Han and their respective homelands. He looks like a Manolane. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And wouldn't you know it, all of the leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a man in high demand, eh? And so would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. I want the next armor set. The armor of the behemoth looks quite nice, and I'm going to get it as part of MSQ, I'm pretty sure, but I'm very keen to get it. I thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies that you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnia reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our Far Eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. He looks younger than Alphino. Looks like a child. Our agents were able to confirm that for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island and Korvos. Alas, that is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout Allied lands, there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. From what little we've learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Kalzal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here in Razat-Han, we've taken to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. It doesn't, does it, Corey? It kind of feels like it's a bop, but they're talking about quite a sad topic. As fitting a name as any, to ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. She's got Wakka's hair. Aye, each nation's assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies, and they're spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they're doing all in their power to put people's minds at ease and prevent panic from fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, and it's for that reason that we turn to you. Pray, lend us your strength, and help us to slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Why is no one from Dalmasca here? Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. And with that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? You've gained access to the role quest for Endwalker. Oh, nice. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee, DPS, physical, same as Shadowbringers then. Oh, but they've split out? Wait, there's 5. Was there 5 before? There was only 4 before, right? Tank, melee, range, magical. No, maybe there was 5. So to take these quests, speak with any of the delegates in Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. Okay. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, because now I can get my paladin maxed out. We can get started with that. Huh? Oh, I've already got this hat. Oh, but thank you anyway. I've got this hat. I actually have. I'm going to put it on though because you've given one to me. Oh, she's run away. I was going to wear it. Oh, go on. I'll do it anyway. I actually have this in my glamour chest. Where is it? There we go. For Ruka. I used to have this hat for my white mage. The diplomat from Shenanigans was delayed as well. Melee and range were not split before, yeah. Dapper. It's very dapper. It's very dapper. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Pray forgive Shira about her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it's simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You'll be rejoining your companions, yes? Do you know the way to the Mayhain? I know Razahan like the back of my hand. Maybe. Glad to hear you're becoming all familiar with our first city. You'll be pleased to hear that all the drinks are on the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant host, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Razahan in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honor our one's legacy and serve Master Vitra well. And you have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. Some people put on a cake. It's a cake. A hat cake. A cake hat. I have quite a few fine hats. My archer. There's a fine hat. This is my new glam for archer, actually. I really like this. I found this jacket, and I was like, that's actually a cool jacket. It's a nice color as well. So this is my new bard. And he's got a fine hat, as you can see. We have my white mage. He also has quite the fine hat, because hats are important. My black mage, similarly, has an excellent hat. My red mage, similarly, has an excellent hat. Did I give my blue mage one? No, he doesn't have one. He's got a jester's hat, but that's not intentional. Yeah, they wear the same thing. What else have we got? We got the frog, of course. He doesn't have a hat. Oh, he's got a good hat. He's got a good hat as well. He's got a fine hat. I don't think any of the others have a hat. They're the main ones. But now my paladin can have this one. Are there top hats? There's a few different ones, yeah. Best hat is... I mean, yeah, no one could take that from you, Corey. I could never wear the Chocobo helmet. I actually have the Chocobo helmet, but I could never wear it because I would just feel immediately emasculated as soon as you walked into the room. It's just the way it is. It's no one's fault. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. You can never wear me as a hat. Wait a minute. I thought there was a triple triad thing there then, but there isn't. I retract that statement. Welcome. When the satrap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kalzal from your friend Graha Tia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. As the smallest token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Meraid's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? Oh, a glass of your finest local spirits. We're having a night off with our fine hat. Let's go. As you wish, pray join your friends and I'll bring you your drink. Yes. Yes. No, you sat the wrong way. You haven't even started drinking yet. No, please. Sit down. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell? I want you to sit down. Our allies have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details? What kind of carrier? Look, I carry the tea all day. I carry the tea all day. I don't want any tea.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
But as Brian Cox says, things can only get better.
That's our model. And shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
The physicist, yeah, did you not know that? Brian Cox was in the band D-Ream, and the big breakout hit was Things Can Only Get Better. He was the keyboardist.
Here's your order, friend.
Fuck yes, that's a big cup of spirits. Let's go.
May you find comfort in these dark times.
Graha tears on the booze as well. Look, Alice and Ishtola have gone for the tea, but me and Graha, we're bros. We're going on the hard stuff. We're going on the hard stuff.
If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control.
Where's the iron, bro?
Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
Well, we could go back and talk to the forum now that they're open.
Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember that name. Elpis.
So advised the Watcher. What could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
Why don't we go ask him?
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead. Elidibus.
What about him?
I sealed him in the White Horus site at the Crystal Tower back on the 1st. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
It'd be an opportunity to look in on the others as well. See how Reen's getting on.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the First is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
Of all the characters you would expect to be on the moon, Urianger's up there, isn't he?
The course till the last instant.
Like, if you were to be surprised one of them is on the moon,
Indeed.
which one do you think it is?
To the last,
It'd always be
let us all
Urianger,
do
you'd
what
say.
we can.
You're like, yeah, of course
I will
it's him.
consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
It's Mr. Floppy.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings.
Abreast.
I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
He is, Corey.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends and end begins.
Are we going to get smashed now? Are we going to start drinking our drinks? We've got an open bar. It's an open bar. We should go crazy. All right, let's I'm going to pump my XP into Dark Knight to get this up, so we'll do that. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Oh yeah. In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. And when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. Nice. Oh, higher. What's... Vitra's Valiant. Got a new title. Hey, where's my hat gone? Oh, it declammed my hat. Why? Oh, the... But... Hang on a sec. If we go in here, we go there. Oh yeah. Dispel, 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 dispel. The one in the Omega Riange filled the fairies to make him tea every day because he made them think he hated it. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't pick up on that. That's actually epic. No, it wasn't hidden. It's when I changed role. An old glam was applied over the top of it. That's what happened. Ooh, new weapon coming in. Take this, James. My spirit's vessel. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower's systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ascenso Gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I'm living my life to the fullest. That I am happy, hardships and all. Well, we'd best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Postmaster Bloodbeard, level 25. I should resume doing those postmaster jobs. I've got loads of them still to go. Here's something, I know you veteran players will know this already. But something I set up today was Aetheryte tickets. So I got myself a bunch of Aetheryte tickets, which basically are your, they're good to give you free teleports. But what I didn't want was for like, let's say I'm in Endwalker and I want to go to Thavnir and it's only 215 gil, or this one to Rad's at Hand and it's only 100 gil. I want to use one of my free teleports for that because that's a waste, right? I want to save it for like more expensive ones. If you click this little cogwheel up here, you have this little option comes up, Aetheryte ticket usage, and you can set a cost limit. Sounds like a poor person problem. Well, I'm not poor, I've got a lot of money, but I just don't want to waste it, you know? So I've put my limit as 999. So any teleport that is 1000 gil or more, such as going to the Crystarium, which I'm about to go to, will now not be so expensive. Because instead of using cash, it will use an Aetheryte ticket. And I have 92 remaining. Brilliant raising hammer. It's pretty cool. I suppose I should work on my relics. You got 75k. Nice. That's how to do it. No, MSQ. No, I will end up doing the relics. You know I will. You know it's gonna happen. You posted some of the quest text in Discord. No, Darth got 4 out of 10. Rasusi scored above Darth. James, you are returned. I've been back loads. Have you been well? You and the others? We've no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. Then things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you. These exact words. Oh, to know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, James, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile a request though that is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our Lord. No one could. No worries, Corey. Thank you for the lurk. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she's been of late. What? She and other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she'd be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? You wish to enter the Umbilicus? Very well, I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. Reen has some suspicions, it seems. In a ×9 combo. Yeah, no worries, Pirate. I will no doubt see you at some point in the game or all else all around. Although, just a reminder again for everyone, I will not be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, nada. Nada the stream tomorrow. There will be no stream tomorrow. Just for tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday. You can buy furniture from Shirogane. There's a merchant outside, like in the center of the village that the house is in. There's merchants that you can buy stuff from. Oh, you can craft. You can craft your own as well. That's also something you can do. If you level your crafters. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finding registration. It's good that they say that. I don't have any though. What does it mean it can't be skipped? What's going to happen? Wait, hang on. No, actually, I'm a little bit alarmed. What does that mean? Oh, buy stuff on the market board, of course. Yeah, you could buy stuff on the market board too. Though if you just want basic stuff for now, the merchants in the town will be fine. It puts you in prey. Tell me, for whom do you fight? My tiny top hat. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly James? You stuck there for an hour, Zayas. Ha! It is. Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we're planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. Big thumb up from you there. There is no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Hades. That was definitely the more difficult fight. Ah, yes, Hades. He who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd love to talk his ear off, Moran, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, and afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself, again and again till his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Casual 500k gil, nice. Oh, you know that weapon you shared earlier today? I got the Black Mage version. Shortly before you posted that on Discord, and no, you didn't post that on Discord. You posted it in-game chat. And I was going to link mine, but then my duty pinged, and I couldn't. So, but I'll show you it in a minute. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? It's him. It's really him. What are you doing here? If you go into battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give him a stomachache. We've come to see Moran to get his advice. One of the guard finally teaches us how to fight, but first, we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, Arkil isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem right, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Moran. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here. Oh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Axe, sword, or bow? For protecting your friends, the sword. Paladins. The sword. If you took up the sword, you could be just like Brandon, the Warrior of Light. What about me? I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. I'm going to use that spear on your frogland because it glows green. Lovely. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. I'm going to get really strong. I hope to have a bout with you. Yeah, I think it was the black mage one. I don't know how long these things are gonna last. But when I get control, I'll show you. Such fun he's been having basking in the adoration of musky old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings, but does he spare a thought for me? Of course not. I waited and waited and waited, but he won't so much as acknowledge the presence of his beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Oh, faithful Feowul, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. That'll get to her. If you truly miss me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. I did. I went to the retainers. I used my retainers. It was the first thing I did when I got here. I called her. It was the first thing I did. You can't please some people. I should be the bloody king anyway. To make up for it, you will call with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've got some struggles to overcome. I used her. So, my adorable sapling, the world's on the verge of destruction, is it? Heh, how do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow, such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End. I did summon her. Hey up, Reen, how's it going? Fancy some chicken? My apologies for the delay. James, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. Let's go play some FIFA. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this deep feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked, and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. James, what are you not telling me? I haven't had a chance to tell you yet. Chill out. I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. Come, I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First, so don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. New sword. Dark Knight edging closer to level 90. Why are they glammed again? Oh, because it's got the Dark Knight glam on it, but he just can't, it just doesn't show them because obviously he's not Dark Knight. That's why it's doing it. Oh, I have no dark matter. That's an issue. Yeah, it is. It's where I change to Dark Knight, the glam applies, and then when I change back to Paladin, because it's class armor, he can't display that. That's what's happening. Oh yeah, and also I was going to show you, wasn't I? So I got. Not that one. This one. This one. So similar to yours. Literally minutes before you posted yours, I got this one. For a black mage. Not bad, eh? Not bad. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting on my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Why didn't I use the Aetheryte? I need to repair my equipment. I'm in a pretty dire way. Well, not dire yet, but way lower than it usually is. So let's get ourselves some mats to do that. I don't even know which shop you can buy it from. It's so rare that I have to buy this stuff. Material supplier. Merchant. Oh, there we go. Good. Right, that's that sorted. The Crystarium is a nice town. I quite like this town. Quite like it. Skaven armor. I remember those days. You like how condensed Rads is? It's a bit confusing to get around that Rads, though. Ah, Master James, welcome back. The captain's told me all. Give me the word and I'll show you to the ocular. I'm sure I'll get used to it in time. But also, I've only just got access through the Aetheryte, so I've until today, I've never really thought about going there. Oh, look, he's remembering. He's having a little remember.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
Take me up.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems.
Oh no, it's
Searching
just
for Elidibus entity.
it's just doing a Google.
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
He's so small.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again.
Come!
Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
He's been very helpful all of a sudden. Thanks. Good things always come in tiny packages.
I do this not for you.
That's fair. Fair criticism.
I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done.
I just meant he's small relative to his previous size.
Where to begin? Ah, the end.
No, you start at the
Your
start.
understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure.
Go fun size.
Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. So consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Hmm.
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world.
The flower was created?
Many worked there. And before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief.
So if they created the flower, then they know...
Was Hermes.
Oh, he was Hermes. Okay. I thought he was Ammon, but okay.
Is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Where is Elpis? That's the next question. Oh!
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
Huh?
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
Time travel?
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come.
Come.
In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
Why did he have to remind me he was my foe? Now I'm not trusting him. Okay. We say yes to everything. I forgot about that.
I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
Is he going to burn up his soul to teleport
You must
us?
input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Wait, what about step 2? What about step 2?
The preparations are complete.
Oh, good.
The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
I'd say please. Not at once. Please return to the ocular.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence.
Ah, Lidibus.
Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream.
This
Now
isn't.
go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back.
This isn't going to go as expected. These things never do. Something's going to happen, right?
Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Right. I haven't flown like this in a while. It's been some time, actually. I'm a spoopy ghost. So this is Elpis. They're all tall boys. Hey, Scott Sweet, the sweetest of the Scots, the Scottest of sweets. How you doing today? I'm a spoopy ghost. The device is reminiscent of an aetheryte. Perhaps it's possible to attune with it. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you failed to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. The man stands dutifully by the aetheryte-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elidibus swarmed, it appears your form is intangible. My status is transcending the boundary between existence and nihility. Work was yuck, but you've updated your resume. GG. I hope the search goes well. This is the right place, yes? Proppy Lion? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Proppy Lion. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. We're in read-only mode. We're in read-only mode. We are not in edit mode. But Elidibus said he saw me. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum and the recreated Amarot. It would seem you've made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities. But can you just imagine, what sort of obscenities is he shouting? But the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. Hey, listen, you fucker! Oh, sorry. That's the sort of thing he was saying. Can we just walk through the door if we're like this? You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? Do we have to open it? Can we not just walk through it? We're a spoopy ghost. Can't we just walk? Hello.
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now.
Come.
Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Hey, is that Emmett? Who's he, though? Oh. He's clocked me. He's clocked me. No, he hasn't.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
I say he's old, but he's actually young, right? He's actually young, Emmett. He just stepped in the shite.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
Come now, come. If I find Azem, could I do what Graha did and just, like, take his body?
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of
Like, this
course.
tiny thing is yelling, come.
One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Calm.
You may open your eyes.
Am I tall now?
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
I'm a real
How very
boy.
thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus.
Oh, he's
chief
my
of the Bureau of the
bro.
Architect.
Oh, he's my bro. Hythlodaeus.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmet Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words.
Gmokio, every time he gets distracted, his ego grows
Whence
2
have you
inches.
come?
That's not all it grows 2
thinness of
inches.
your essence
What?
Suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I want to learn about Elpis. Don't want to talk about Hermes just yet.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmet Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Hythlodaeus is such a
Wait.
bro.
Are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
Hmm. The world unsundered. This is a nice looking place. Hey, is that my pooch? Hey, Poochie.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Am I going to say something offensive to Hermes and he's going to hold a grudge for like all the thousands of years afterwards? Is that what's going to happen here? And I'd be like, bro, you've got a terrible haircut. And he'd be like, oh, you wait 10,000 years and I'll show you.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I should start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elpis for in-depth observation and study. Heh, fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Oh, we're going to get a little present. Oh, Hythlodaeus is looking me up and down. Oh, Hythlodaeus. Now then, our friend Hermes. Aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are, he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so do you know how to make a robe? A basic concept will do. No? In that case, Emmett Selk? No. Your whim, your responsibility. You're getting not another thimble of ether out of me. Ah, the way he scrimped sometimes, you think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. Hey, it's Laketta. Laketta's come into the past with me. Frogs of the past. Now you all need robes too. Yes, these creatures should suffice. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 petaludi. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the petaludi first. Good luck. Oh, crap. Thank you. Okay, I thought it was not going to die. I didn't know I was going to be able to kill it. So that was unintentional. This time, we don't kill it. You can't just dunk on the stuff now? No. Every other time I've done a quest like this where it said do something with the animals, it's held back from actually killing it. Got him. You caught the Petaludai? Come. Let us see. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. You turn living beings into clothing, just like that. Well, not just like that. You need to revert them to their constituent ether first. Lest you wonder why I asked for 2 species, it is due to the difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce garb with superior etheric stability. Well and good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Emmett Selk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. The question is, whose? Ah, of course, Azam's. If you say it belonged to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence? For lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. Do I actually have to wear these things, or can I just glam them? Can I just glam them? Oh, wait, they're not even in my... I can't actually wear them. Where are they? No, it says it is in my armory chest. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I was being so blind. No, they're only level 1, so surely I can glam them. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it for now. I need a blind command. I used to have one. If you're ready, let us continue along the path to Anagnorisis. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. Okay, let's do it. Cast Glam. Sophist Robe. There. Do I look super Asian now? Needs frog. What? Just stick a frog helmet on the top? Because he said he doesn't want us to stand out. That a unicorn over there? It is. There's an aetheryte up here. I think once I synchronize to this, if I can synchronize to this, I'll probably... Once I get an aetheryte that I can sync to in this place, I think that's where I'm going to finish. Hey, Nikarasu, Marvel vs. Capcom is back. Was it in the Nintendo thing? Nintendo Direct? It's fine. It's 350 North, or was the one that I walked past? Love the look of this area. It's nice, isn't it? The Direct wasn't too bad. Was there any mention of tactics? Oh, more a reminder to use it as we go. So I haven't actually passed one. Okay. Bickering between the two boyfriends. Yeah, we've had a little bit of it already. I did hear Fantasian is coming to console. I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably stream that when it comes out. Forever stuck as gacha now. It looks interesting. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you're one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The same engine as Link's Awakening remake. Okay. The Chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. Yeah, I still haven't played many of the Zelda games. The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. No, it didn't, Merid. It didn't. I say, Hythlodaeus, while I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, I'm Itselk, and I can discern the colour of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly, and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment, after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment, like as not, but point taken. Hey, no worries, Nikarasu. Have a good night. Have a good work day, I guess. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know, it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humouring me. Come. Let us find our man. You see, you comment on the amount of times I say that, like, and how I say come, but let's be honest, it's not me who's saying it. I'm just reading the words. There's a tiny flying horse. Hello? Dude? There's a tiny flying... Can anyone see this? It says nay. There's a tiny flying horse over there. There's a tiny flying horse. Am I the only one alarmed by the tiny flying horse? Why is there a tiny flying horse around here? Hello? There's a lot of coming and going in this game. Yes, there certainly is. Can I synchronize with this aetherite? Let's find out. Especially with James around. There's a tiny horse right there. I didn't see the tiny animals until just now. Southeast little pond. I can teleport here now. Where is the southeast little pond? Oh, here. Hey, it's our little crab bro. There. The cat is a frog. He has to stay wet, you see. He has to keep wet. Oh, that's a bigger crab. Has to be the bigger crab. Chat says come and James says how far. All right. I think that's where we're going to finish for today. I think that's a good place as any. Oh, what happened? Wow, that didn't work the way it was supposed to. What's happened there? We lost quite the frames. Changing there. Let me just get rid of... there we are. Right, let's say thank you to a bunch of people who have supported stream today. Behold your names. Behold them. For they are coming. Today's new followers. Amber Dragmire. And then those were yesterday's. Streamerbot went really weird today. I guess it's going to show all of yesterday's stuff as well. But I know Theo the Pig used some bits, Richie Spaceman used some bits, Rabo used some bits today. Thank you for demonstrating your bits to us. For the raid today was Reyes. It was Reyes who raided today. We had a resub from Kids1RPG Gamer today. Mods, thanks for modding. Vips, thanks for vipping. Chatters, thanks for chatting. So as I say, no stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow because I have work things to do, unfortunately. But I will be back on Thursday. We'll carry on this adventure on Thursday. Lobby is off cooldown. You don't need to use it. You just don't need to use it. Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday. In the meantime, let's find us someone to raid. Who are we gonna go and see? Hope your speech goes well. If only it was so easy. There's more classic style of Zelda. Only had a quick skim of the trailer. You skipped. Didn't really feel like Zelda to you. I haven't played them either. But